Hey guys, my name's Fabrice and I'm delighted to show you our application in its beta phase at the moment, BJDynamic. So as blackjack enthusiasts, as one myself, I should say, we know that in regular blackjack counting, typically we resort to basic strategy or perfect play strategy, potentially with some deviations on top. Now, this strategy typically yields low play efficiency and imperfect betting correlation. So let me show you what we're seeing today in our modern blackjack card counting society. So let's have a look at high-low, for instance. High-low is one of the most popular and easy to learn card counting methodologies to date. And high-low, we can see here, has a betting correlation of 0.97 and a play efficiency of 0.51. And while these stats are quite good in terms of betting correlation, play efficiency still has a huge room for improvement. And that's really where BJDynamic comes into play. So our BJDynamic application is built really with a neat and a responsive user interface. As you can see on the screen, it includes an input field for the card numbers, history display of the cards played, and a representation of the calculated expected value. We've also included a couple of features that keep track of the count using various systems such as high-low, high-opt, RPC, and Wong halves. And you can also see the recommended bet amount, and this is actually calculated using the Kelly criterion and the number of cards played and remaining in the deck as well. We have included a couple of keyboard shortcuts so you can quickly add card numbers into the history. You can update the table by pressing enter. You can press delete and remove the last card, and we can reset everything with one button click. So I want to draw attention to what is BJDynamic and how is it different to a basic strategy table. So a basic strategy table here, this is one I've borrowed. A basic strategy table here typically provides the best possible moves in the typical blackjack game. You'll find the dealer's card in the top row and your card total in the left-hand column. And the intersecting cell provides the most optimal move. So let's take an example. So for instance, if the dealer has a 5 and your card total is an 11, the recommended action for these basic strategy charts is to double if allowed, or otherwise typically you would hit. Now, while this table is a good starting point, it doesn't really adjust to the actual composition of the deck, and it essentially assumes that the deck is static at all times and nothing's changing about the deck at all. So this is where BJDynamic is a little bit different. BJDynamic helps to calculate perfect play efficiency and betting correlation based on the specific subset of cards left in the deck. So as cards are played, as they're removed from the deck, the best strategy can change and BJDynamic adapts to that in real time. So let's enter some cards and see how this works. Now, as I enter some cards, you'll see that the running counts on the top right-hand side, cards remaining, cards played, and the EV percentage will change. And when I hit update sheet, the strategy tables actually adjust to match the new deck composition. So here's an example. Traditionally, if you're holding a 15 and you're up against the dealer's 10, we would be advised to either surrender, or in this case, we would be advised to hit. Now, in this scenario, with the actual composition of cards that have come out, the system has calculated that you should actually stand against a 15 because your chances of winning against a 15 against a 10 is actually lower than standing. If we were to enter a couple more cards, so let's think about this. So potentially if I enter, it's saying to stand, so it probably thinks we're going to bust. So let's probably enter a bunch of high cards back into it. Here we go. As it updates, you'll now see that the 15 is still a stand because we haven't entered enough 10s. Hang on. Let's do that again here. There we go. So if we know that if enough high cards come out of the deck, then 15 against a 10 actually then becomes a hit. Now, what this essentially means for you guys is that you're equipped with a tool that provides you the most accurate strategy and betting recommendations based on the current state of the game. So by using this information to really adjust your bets and your play decisions, you can significantly increase your edge over the house in any blackjack game. Now, I should say that this is for simulation purposes only. There's a disclaimer that if you use this in real casinos, it can be illegal in a lot of jurisdictions around the world, and we don't take any responsibility for it. But really, this is for you guys to figure out, well, what are the actual deviations and what do they look at like more and more and more? Okay, so my name is Fabrice. Thank you very much for watching my guide, and let me know how you go with the tool. Thank you very much.